Chris and Paul present This is the Topic. It's the adventures of two lifelong friends as they explore a new topic each episode. Join the guys for music and fun.
Music?
If you're not careful, you may learn something before it's done. I'm your announcer, Michael Foster. Now, here's Chris and Paul with This is the Topic.
Thanks, Foster. Number 8. Hi, Chris.
Hey, Paul.
How are you?
Dude, I'm great. I am
ready for some music.
I get the fun, sort of, but the music, I don't. What music? I mean, there's music playing right now. Is that what he's referring
Yes.
to?
Mm-hmm.
I never know what Foster's talking about.
No. Who knows about that guy?
I know.
Hey, we had a great episode last week.
Oh, God, did we? Oh, we got some feedback, or?
Yeah, that's what that noise means. Dear Chris and Paul, I listened to your latest This is the Topic on history. I wish you were history.
Wow.
That wasn't very nice.
Oh, God, that hurts.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what, though? Bygones are bygones. I'm going to let it go.
Yeah.
Because we got a chance to start over this week with a brand new show.
I appreciate the feedback. I don't care if it's that was constructive, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I listened to it.
The show?
The show from last week.
Oh, God, you're brave.
I dozed off a little bit when I was talking about the Missouri History Day that I went to.
Yeah, I don't listen to the show.
Because
I'm like Danny Glover. He's never seen a movie he's in. I don't listen to any shows that I'm in.
you know what? I've always thought you were like Danny Glover.
I get that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I listened and I dozed off and I felt refreshed. So there's a benefit to people to listen to this.
All right.
So I appreciate that. So you have, what is that? That looks looks purple.
I have the magic sack cradled in my hands.
That's nice, Chris.
Now, for people that are new to the show, the way this works is I pick a topic out of that bag right there that I'm holding. Mm-hmm. We don't know what this topic is.
We have no idea.
At this point in the show, we have no idea
Right.
what we're going to be talking about. So what happens is I pull the topic out. I announce what it is. There's typically a series of questions related to said topic. Mm-hmm. And we just go off the cuff.
And it's and first of all, it's funny, okay, no matter what it is. And then it's very interesting.
Yeah.
And it's moving.
Moving.
And so I want you to rewind back to this point that we don't even know what the question is yet.
We don't even know. Yeah. And there may be music as well,
Right.
according to Foster.
Like, you know, I was urban hiking the other day and someone stopped and said,
here we go.
hey, who writes that show? And there's no writer for this, believe it or not.
I think that's what people don't get is this is made up off the top of our heads.
I don't know why people don't understand that.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get to it. You
Okay.
ready?
All right. Yep. I'm going to, if we can start, if the band, can we get a, okay. Yep.
Thanks,
we got
Foster.
a drum roll. Thanks, Foster. He announces, he drum rolls. Okay. I've got a topic between my beaters. All right.
Wow.
Okay. This week, oh, wow. There are a lot of questions on this one. Number 68, stereotypes.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm just, you know what?
This is not the day and age when we talk about stereotypes.
It's not. And I don't know if we tread lightly or if we just like open up on this one. I don't know.
Good. All Italian people are. Oh, sorry. Oh, wait.
Oh, God. Okay. First question. This is a hard question, too. How accurate do you think stereotypes are? Go ahead. I'm going to let you answer this one.
How accurate? I was watching just the other day. I was urban hiking and I came home to watch television. Okay?
Again, the urban hiking. Yes.
And I was watching a sitcom, and the
Sounds hilarious.
Sitcom was in 2012.
Okay.
That's a mere 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Stereotypes. Mm-hmm. And the world has changed so much, I don't think they could get away with it anymore.
Yeah. Yes.
So, I don't think stereotypes, I think they are not accurate. I'm going to say that.
Okay.
I think for the most part, they're harmful and they're hilarious. And I think when it comes to television programs, especially when they had stereotypes, it was all about the funny.
Yeah.
And, they didn't care if they offended anyone or if they made people think that a certain group is a certain way. But, there are some stereotypes that, can I bring this in now? Just a thought.
Of course you can. I was hoping you would.
Me and my lovely wife,
Yes.
we were urban hiking the other day, and we decided to stop
Jesus.
and have some coffee at a place called Lazia's.
Okay.
It's a new restaurant in Kansas City.
Sounds delicious.
It's an Italian restaurant, and it is down in the...
of course you went to an Italian restaurant.
See, you probably know where I'm going with this, okay? Mm-hmm. And it's an Italian restaurant, and we went there with friends, and it's in the Crossroads area. It is named after John Lazia.
Uh-huh.
You know who John Lazia is?
Probably a mobster.
He was a murderous mobster that helped started the mafia here in Kansas City. He did all the illegal loan sharking and blackmailing and physical killing for Tom Pendergrass.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he was the boss of KC.
So he was murdered on the street. He was one of the guys that orchestrated the massacre at Union Station. He was involved in that somehow.
So he was murdered indiscreet?
Yeah, right next to where you park your car in the street.
Okay.
Yeah. And he was murdered because he was a murderer. Okay? Mm-hmm. He was a bad person.
Yeah.
But it's okay to have the Italian restaurant named after the mobster and the menu of a smiling Johnny Lazia with Tom Pendergrass on the menu on the front of it. Two despicable people who were criminals in our area.
Wow.
I know there's going to be some people say, well, they did some good things. Whatever. They were criminals, okay?
Yes.
And overall, we should look and not aspire to be like them and not think, oh, hey, it's Italian, it's funny, they're mobsters, let's go to their restaurant, it's great. Mm-hmm. You can never get away with O.J. Simpson fried chicken. I mean, you just couldn't do it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk about your stereotypes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can have a mobster Italian restaurant.
So I had a friend in high school.
Yeah.
Who was offended.
I know, it was me.
Who was offended by the Godfather's Pizza commercials.
Yeah.
Where they had a guy in a pinstripe suit with
Who is this person?
a white hat. It was you.
Okay.
And the guy on the TV commercials would be like, come to Godfather's, do it.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's me. That's like a stereotype on Italians.
Right.
And I don't know if you were really offended or you thought that was a funny take.
No, I don't think offended because I'm not really offended. I even went into Lazia's, right? But it makes you think about stereotypes as an Italian American who people think, oh, that's his last name, so he's involved with crime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And certainly that's not true. And certainly most of my life, no one's really ever put that together. But it just is another stereotype as we've moved away from them that we still have.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
So I was thinking about this the other day, actually, and this is going to be, okay, spoiler alert for people that haven't seen Avengers Endgame.
Oh, boy.
And I know you haven't seen it, Paul, but I don't mind saying this one.
I have.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, well,
I saw it last Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
So Thor is depressed as
Sure.
It's, half the world's gone. It's 5 years later. Mm-hmm. So he lets himself go and he becomes kind of doughy and fat. Just drinks beer all the time. He gets very Lebowski.
Okay.
And I was reading an article and someone was saying in this article, I thought we'd gotten past using fat people as punchlines just because they're fat. So I have a couple of thoughts on this. You go back to Leave It to Beaver. Mm-hmm. Anytime Larry Mondello would show up on screen, the laugh track just started because he was Beaver's overweight friend.
Right. He was always eating an apple.
He was always, which typically you wouldn't say, oh, well, there's a fat person eating an apple.
Yeah.
Look at them go,
Not
eating
nowadays.
healthy food.
Yeah.
No. But we've gone from that where it's just okay to already put the laugh track on to we can't poke fun at someone who's gained weight under duress, under depression, because that's mean to anybody who might be a little uncomfortable with their body.
What was he supposed to do? Be an alcoholic under depression, or do heroin under depression?
Well, he was an alcoholic. But
he was too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you saw it.
Yeah,
But-
that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, he was depressed.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was depressed.
So there's this fine line of, is it okay to have, not make fun, but to have fun with stereotypes, but not make fun of a person or say it totally demeans them because they may fit into what we call a stereotype, or is all of that gone now? Like, I don't know what the answer is.
That's just ridiculous. As a fat person, I can tell you.
Yeah, go on.
I would not like to be made fun of.
Right.
Clearly, but this isn't something I should. I'll use me. I won't use for anyone else. I'll just say, as a person who's overweight, I don't want everyone coming up to me. People shouldn't have to come up to me as I'm doing my urban hikes and say, "Hey,
you hike.
Hey, good job, buddy. You own your body type." No.
Yeah.
This is nothing I should be proud of for being fat. I should be thinking I should do better in my life and try to improve my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This isn't like something that you can't control. Your hairline, for example.
I was going to go there next.
I mean,
yeah.
You should be proud of your baldness, but you didn't make yourself bald. I made myself fat.
As far as I know, I didn't do anything to make myself bald, and yet I don't care if people make fun of me for being bald.
But do you see the difference?
I'm
guess, okay with I don't want ridicule. I don't want ridicule.
Right.
But
nor do you deserve it.
But well, I'm not alone. I'm not alone in being overweight in America. That's for damn sure.
No, you're not. You're like two people. You're never alone.
Thanks.
Sorry.
That's funny. And I don't know. I just don't think that you should be able to do any behavior and then have everyone think it's okay. I don't think you should think I'm going to do whatever I want and I want everyone to accept me. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But if people don't accept that and don't agree with it, that's their business, not yours.
Yeah, that's on them.
Let me get off my
soapbox.
So
let's
wait. I'm climbing down.
It's hilarious to watch you do that.
Thanks.
So we kind of have entered into this already, but the question is, what stereotypes apply to you, and do you think they are accurate?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure some of them are. A middle-aged man in the middle of America. You betcha.
That's what I was thinking for me. Like, yeah, I'm a guy in his 50s, a little bit past his prime, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I can turn it around. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I am sure there are some stereotypes that apply to me.
You know what?
Probably accurate. I don't know.
If you want to say that I'm out of touch and I don't know who Nipsey Hussle is, then you can do that, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't know who that is.
Right.
I don't know who a Post Malone is.
I don't. Yeah.
I've heard the name, right?
You're a step ahead of me.
So yes, I'm out of touch with it. Hey.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the stereotype.
Well, let's give this a slightly different spin, Paul.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
What are some positive stereotypes?
See, I don't think there is a positive stereotype. There's a lot of funny ones, like I mentioned. But I don't know how you would... Like, even if you were to say, all Chinese people are good at math.
Yeah.
Well...
My daughter Abby would disagree.
Yeah. So, even if you're trying to say, yeah, we've noticed that, but it's not true, and it puts people in a box, and then you're not looking at them as their humanity. You're looking at them as even if it's a good thing, you think it's a good thing, you know?
Yeah. I think stereotypes, God, how do I say this? I think they're the easy way out. I don't have to get to know you as a person because I can apply rules and thoughts to you that I've applied to whatever group I see you as based on either what I've been told by other people, what media has told me, or maybe even past experience of my own.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a shortcut to actually getting to know someone as an individual.
Right. But I would say this too. Let's all just calm down on them too. Let's, I mentioned the Lazia restaurant. I still went in there. I get it. I'm just in my mind thinking you can't do that for other stereotypes.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to be offended. I'm not going to protest. I'm not going to call you racist if you go to the place. I'm not going to get all bent out of shape because you don't know much about me and my culture.
Yeah.
That's what I think has gone too far. Whenever you would make fun of anyone, and then it's turned into, oh, that's a racial thing.
That's racist. That's sexist.
Yeah, or that's a body shaming. No, it's just you're making fun of that person.
Yeah.
And it's, again, sometimes not fun to be made fun of, but you just I think we care too much about what other people's opinions are. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. It's like, don't lump all people under one umbrella based on a particular trait. And also, don't have such thin skin.
Right.
Don't get so bent out of shape about every single little thing and take it so personally like all millennials do. Oh,
Right.
wait, I just did it. There I go.
Yeah.
I just applied it to all millennials.
Yeah.
See
Right,
what I
right,
did?
Right.
I sort of answered this one already.
Okay.
Why do you think stereotypes are so common?
Oh, I think it helps us try to understand people that are different from us, maybe, and they're funny and...
I like how you keep coming back to funny.
Yeah.
That speaks to your integrity.
Yeah, because it'd be... I mean, I was the one who's making fun of being okay with the fat jokes. You were making bald jokes.
Yeah, I'm totally cool with bald stuff.
So, yeah, I mean, it's just a way to relate, I think.
Yeah, I ain't got no hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I do think it can also be a lazy way. Like, oh, I look at you, you're a particular color. Well, I know how I feel about people of that color, so I'm going to treat you in X way. But it could be so liberating to get to know somebody who's different than you and move beyond those initial filters that you look at someone through. It's just an easy, lazy way to deal with life.
But it's also a beginning way.
And
too.
hilarious.
And hilarious way. But when you grow up, you need to kind of put them to the side and realize what they are.
Yeah, for sure. And then last question.
Ooh, okay.
What stereotypes are the most hurtful?
I think, well, any of those stereotypes that remove someone's humanity, that, basically says that they're not as equal or as valuable as other people because of whatever they have.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that are most, if you talk about race, you have your white supremacists say that white power is, the whole white race is better than any other race. That's terrible. And then you have the bleeding heart liberals who want to pamper minorities and as if they're not good enough. We need to help them.
Yes.
And don't treat them equally.
Yeah.
Both of those are removing someone's humanity, and that's where it becomes harmful.
I think any stereotypes that get in the way of us getting to know another person, anything that stops us from just being curious about another individual, regardless of what they look like or what their gender is or any of that, it's harmful. It keeps us from connecting on a personal level with other people. And ultimately, I mean, all we have on this planet is each other.
Yeah.
So connection is so important. Anything that keeps us from doing that is harmful.
Yeah. And there's people that you can look at throughout history who have tried to bridge that gap, and Jackie Robinson, broke a stereotype. I mean, there's other people who've done things. Brian LeBeer is a big example.
Brian LeBeer, yeah. John Holmes.
John Holmes is a big one.
Yes.
You know, Rob Hintz was always, with his work that he did.
Well, you can't even have this conversation without mentioning Rob Hintz.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's some heroes. And then maybe I'm being stereotypical because I just named
all men. All men.
Yeah.
You're so... What a misogynist. Good Lord.
I'm sure a woman did something good at one point. I mean...
It had to have happened. I don't know. We'll research it. Maybe we'll talk about it next time.
Yeah.
If it occurred.
Yeah. So if there's any women out there had some ideas, you know, get yourself your fella to write us an email. Get on the computer because it does get difficult sometimes to do that.
Oh, dear Lord. This program. Oh, wow. We are so destined for failure now. Wow. It's going to be awesome. But you know what? All that to the side, I do think this is probably our best show yet.
Okay.
This is the Topic has been a KCTK production, produced by Chris Whiting and Paul Lavoda. All rights reserved. For more information and content, email us at kctkradio@gmail.com. I'm your announcer, Michael Foster.